On the 21st of November 1840, Queen Victoria gave birth to her first child, Victoria Adelaide Mary Louisa. On the 25th of January 1858, the younger Victoria married Frederick, then second in line to the throne of Prussia, and who was later to become the Kaiser. Frederick and Victoria both had very progressive views, which were not appreciated by the reactionary ideas of the King and Chancellor Bismarck. During an official visit to Danzig, the Crown Prince publicly rejected an order issued by Bismarck on the 1st of June 1863 that allowed the Prussian authorities to prohibit the publication of a newspaper whose content was considered inappropriate. This caused a major stir amongst the ruling classes in Prussia, who suspected that Victoria was behind the words of the heir's speech in Danzig. The Times noted in London, "It is hard to imagine a more challenging role than the Crown Prince and his wife, who are without a counsellor between a coward monarch, an impetuous cabinet, and an indignant population." If the population of Prussia was indignant to Victoria, I cannot say, but certainly that cannot have been the opinion of the people in Danzig, where the speech was made. This building is the Victoria School, and it was built in the years 1881 to 1883 in the Danzig Neo-Renaissance style and named after the daughter of Queen Victoria. The wife of the heir to the throne was present at the opening in December 1883. A decorative medallion above the main entrance adorns her head as a relief. In 1905, the city bought the neighbouring Hotel Dry Moren for expansion purposes. The municipal girls' school was expanded into a reformed Real Gymnasium that prepared young ladies for the Abitur. That was all in happier times. What this school, however, is above all noted for is that it was used by the Nazis in the first few days after the occupation of Danzig as a place of detention.
Zum ersten Mal wehten auf den öffentlichen Gebäuden Danzigs die Hakenkreuzfahnen. Aber noch befindet sich in der Stadt das polnische Postgebäude, in dem sich bewaffnete Banden verschanzt hatten. Männer der Danziger Heimwehr räuchern im Schutz eines Panzerwagens diesen gefährlichen Schlupfwinkel aus.
From the 1st to 15th of September 1939, the school was a transit camp for interned Poles. It was also the headquarters of all civilian prison camps in the annexed Danzig Free State and the Polish corridor until the 7th of September 1939. The camp commander was SS Hauptsturmführer Franz Christoffel, who was subordinate to SS Obersturmbannführer Max Pauli. With the Nazi German invasion of Poland, mass arrests began in the free city of Danzig, even before the first shots were fired. About 1,500 people were arrested on the first day of the war, and about 1,000 of them were sent to the Victoria School. The victims of the arrests were mostly Poles who were actively involved in the life of the small state, including teachers, doctors, priests and members of Polish organizations, as well as people who worked in the Polish post office and the port of Gdansk. The National Socialists had been in power in Danzig since May 1933 and had been compiling lists of undesirable Polish elements since 1936. The SS Wachstumsbahn-Eimen, a paramilitary group created in the summer of 1939 and largely made up of local men, was responsible for guarding the school. On the evening of the 1st of September 1939, Herbert Kammer, head of the Aliens Department of the local police, obtained the release of all women and a group of Danzig Jews. In the following days, more Poles were brought in from the Free State and the corridor, including 1,400 people from Gdynia on the 14th of September 1939. An additional camp existed at Neufahrwasser near the port. Before the war, this former barracks had been used as apartments, school and a community centre for Polish people who worked in the Polish institutions, especially the port and post office. In the early morning of the 1st of September 1939, this building had been surrounded by the police SA and SS, and the inhabitants had been arrested and taken to the Victoria School. Most of these people were transported back here along with other prisoners between the 7th and 15th of September 1939. The camp in the Victoria School was dissolved on the 15th of September 1939. Today it serves the teaching purposes of the University of Gdansk, but one is reminded that this was the first concentration camp set up during the Second World War. I hope you found that interesting. If you did, you might want to subscribe. I have a great deal of material related to the Free City of Danzig and also history of Poland and above all the Second World War and in particular the Holocaust. If this is the sort of thing that interests you, then please subscribe. You will then know when I'm uploading, but I can tell you that I upload every Friday at 2000 hours my time. I'm either in Poland or in Germany, and I upload at other times as well. So if this is what interests you, then please subscribe. All the best from me in Germany.